Crafty ones, this is Pam Vinnie, Pam's Paper Place, and we're going to continue on with our Woodland Fairy Journal. We completed this here with a little file folder, and now we're going to work on this page. That's a little shaker page with a fairy. So let's work on that. And so it was this page, and it was I just found something. You could use any type of scrapbook paper or digital and cut it to size. I thought this would be kind of fun. And then you're going to need sequins and a little fairy if you want. I mean, you can use a sticker, you can use whatever you want. This was a cupcake, I believe, toothpick. Going to snap it off. Cute, and I think I colored this dress green on the other one, which I may do. So we have that. Shall I color it? Yes, let me get a marker. We'll see if this does anything. If it colors the pink. I just don't have a lot of pink in this. Oh, this isn't a very good marker. Looks like this. The days of this is gone. That'll work. So I'm just going to color her little dress. There we go. Okay, so she's all set. And we are going to next just tear a little hole in the center for our shaker. And whatever size you want. I'm not going to do a perfect circle, of course. Perfect is boring, right? Excuse me. And then I'm going to stitch around it. And how did I do this? Okay, now I gotta remember what I did. I took, see, did I stitch around it? Yes, I think. Oh, let me think about it. What did I do? Okay, yeah, I've only done this once, so I couldn't remember. I took some tulle, whatever tulle you have, and then we're gonna cut it. Then we will take that, and I believe this is what I did. I put it on the back side, and then I'm going to messy stitch around the circle. So I'm going to sew that a minute. Okay, I stitched around it. It probably would have been easier if I would have glued a bigger piece, because it did, it was hard to keep the netting, from stretching around, and looks like I'm going to have to glue some things, but I'm going to trim it up. And then I'm going to glue some of this down here. However you want to do it. And then we're gonna, it will be glued to the page, but first what I'm going to do is Let's just make sure this is all glued down. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this side because I'm going to have a little area to put the sequins in. So we're going to do that. I'll put this here so it doesn't go onto the back. And I'm going to glue here and here. I think I'll glue everything except for right here, this part right here. So we still have room to put our sequins in. So I'm going to leave this open. Okay, come on, glue. Let's work. Why are you doing this? I probably need to clean the nozzle out every now and then. Ooh, see, when you have a rusty nail, it kind of, or it's not rusty, it's just, if you don't get the stainless steel pins. Actually, I thought this one was, but maybe not. Okay. We're just going to leave an opening right here. Okay. Oops. And I didn't do it right. This side is what we want to open. Keep open. Oh, I just am not thinking lately. Okay. Sometimes things go smooth and sometimes they don't, right? Just work with it. Okay, so anyway, oops. We have that down. And we need this to be open here. So I'm going to put in some sequins. That and maybe some butterfly wings. Maybe some yellow, blue. Okay. Put a couple of those in. And now we probably want to put some seed beads in. Wow! This is going to be a great day. I can tell. All right. Things are kind of crazy today. This is probably the correct way you do it, right? All right, Pam, you're a train wreck today. Oh well, it'll work out in the end, I promise. Holy cow. All right, I think that's pretty. We're going with it. Okay, and then we're going to add our little fairy here. She would look kind of cute right there, wouldn't she? I think so. Let's add her. Right to the top by that heart. Like up here. And then, let's see. We will add a couple sequins, leaf shape, and different color sequins. Maybe a couple butterflies. Like so. And probably need some butterfly or two. Let's add a little flower and another, maybe a gold sequin here. Do a little green maybe here. Little leaf. And what else? Maybe a little more. Got another, I've got a little gold flower. Put that there. And got a little bit of silver. Maybe we should do a silver here. And a couple more green sequins, I'm thinking. Or maybe, let's do a gold somewhere. Okay, how's it looking? Looks pretty. I'm going to just get a couple butterflies. I think I'll do a green. A yellow. And maybe a blue. Okay, it's looking pretty, and then we'll be on to our next page, I believe. So let's add a little butterfly. Let's see. I don't know where I want it. Right here. No. There. And a yellow. Let's see. So I want to put it there, and then what was I going to do? One more green? Okay, let's do a green one. And then let's shake it up, see what we got. Okay. I think that's pretty. There's your little shaker. Pretty, pretty. And let's see what our next project will be. The next project, I just had put a label here, and then I'll come and do some stamping. This is our, on the last page, so we're going to do this burlap pocket and next, so hold on for that one. All right, the next page will be, I believe this is the last page. Like I said, it's the little belly band with burlap, and then it has a notebook in it, like that. And that's what we're going to work on. So get a little burlap. And I had a button at the top. I have a little mushroom piece. So I think the other one was a little narrower, but it doesn't have to be, but I think it's fine like this. Let's just leave it like this. Kind of like that. And then we'll just have our, booklet that goes in here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stitch here and here just so some of the burlap doesn't, pull out as much. There, I just stitched a little here with zigzag there and there. And I'm going to use hot glue. And I just want to make sure your booklet that you're making has room to fit in there. Okay. I like that. And then we're going to add the button, and I've got a leaf and some fibers, the little mushroom. I'm going to tear some of this paper here, this handmade type paper. I think I probably thrifted it or bought it online. I like that, and I think I'm going to ink it a little bit. Yes, I have ink or glue blobs. Just a little bit like that, and we will gonna add this and this. So I like that. Oops, you know what? We don't want this to go through, so we need to put something underneath here. So I want to make sure it doesn't glue into that part. Let's see, do I have something smaller? Let's put that under there. And we're going to do this We're going to do a leaf. Oh, I like that. Whoops, what happened? There. Okay. Make sure you have something under there so it doesn't get glued. I think I'll place it like that. Like so. I like that. Okay, and then we're going to put a button here. And I already put the threads through the button, like so. I think we'll put it about there. And then I want to use some of this, I got these fibers from Stephanie, coffee paper scissors. Thank you, Stephanie. I love them. I love my fibers. And I'm going to put that here. I knotted it. And I could add just a little bit here. Okay. So you're going to have that, which I like. And now we have our pocket here. And we're just going to take some papers, you know, just measure your pocket so that it will fit. And then get an image. I'm going to ink it. And I think I will sew around it and then just get various papers. And we're going to have our little booklet. So I will do that next. All right, I did a little decorative stitching around the edges of this little, I think I got this from a fairy book. And this is what we have. Just different little pages here. And we have a little butterfly in the middle that I sewed down the middle. So there's our little booklet. Right there, and we're going to add that here. And then the next we have is just if you want to make a writing board, you can do that. I just need to ink that. And then what else? And that might be it. And then I will just do a flip through. We could make this one yet. We'll just make this cute little one yet. Okay, let's work on this little tag. That'll be on the back pocket here with the little writing board. Just going to take some dark paper. And I'm just going to rip a bit. And then I think I'm going to be adding this to the edge with some torn this type of paper. And what I think I want to do, I'm going to put it like that. I also need paper here, so I think I'm going to use this. I think I got this from Creating with Jovi, I think. She gifted me some coffee dyed items, I believe. And now I can use it. So I think I'll go like that. And then this and this. And then I'm going to possibly, with digital collage, there were some of these little round images. Might be cute, or I might use this. But I will stitch around whatever this little piece is. So I could do that. That little fairy's cute too. I don't know. I like them both. I think I'll do this. I like round. I don't know why. I just like the shape round. But that looks really good too. But I'm going to glue this first. And then I will sew around whatever piece I'm going to use. And I could put this down now too. Just gonna hot glue it, I think. Something like that. To the edge here. Like so. Okay, and now I'm going to ink this and sew it around it, and I think we're going to use this piece. Yeah, I think I like this piece, so I'll ink around it. I'm going to just sew directly on it and then glue it down. I mean, you could sew it to it, you know, directly too, but I think I'm just going to sew around it and then glue it. There we are. I'm going to leave some of these threads hanging down. I stitched around it, and we shall glue it in place. And I like that. So I hope you have enjoyed this series. If you have, please like, subscribe, and share if you can. Greatly appreciated. I really appreciate all my loyal subbies. Just means a lot to me. And I think maybe I'll glue it down a little bit more. I think that turned out really cute. I feel like just making a bunch of ephemera now, you know, for fairy journals, and maybe doing a few. And then this will be listed for sale once I, you know, finish inking and adding trims to it. So that is the cute little tag, and that will be going into this last pocket here. And I'll have to ink around this. I just backed this digital, and this will be a writing board. And then this is going to be in that pocket, like so. So I think I've already done a flip through, so I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna sell this. I like to link a video, so do I do another flip through of this one? I'm not sure what to do. But it will be for sale, my Etsy-PenToPaperByPam. Shortly. I have to finish, you know, inking, you know, adding a few more trims, etc. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.